Greetings, YouTube. So, the Boy Scouts of America have voted 61-38 to allow gay scouts to be open about their sexual orientation. And I consider this to be a baby step for the BSA. Because the ban has not been lifted on gay adults being in leadership roles, scout leaders, and it does not apply to transgender scouts. So if a scout is transgender, they must hide this fact. They cannot tell anyone, which seems to pretty much violate the scout code. It also gives the odd feature that you could be an openly gay scout from the moment you enter the scouting as a Cub Scout. You could tell people, I'm gay, and it is now allowed. And then you could stay in the Scouts until you were 18. And the day you turn 18, even if you're an Eagle Scout, you're gone. So they're still saying you are less than a straight person. You have less value. We do not consider you to be the equal of a heterosexual, because they're not going to kick the heterosexuals out the day they turn 18. And I believe their reasoning, and I use air quotes because I don't think there's a lot of reasoning involved in this decision, it seems to be that they're afraid that gay adults will prey upon the boys under their care, which has not been historically or statistically true, of course, because pedophiles are 80% heterosexual males, and that has never seemed to stop the BSA from, having them as leaders. Pedophiles are still apparently welcome in the BSA, as long as you're not openly gay. It's all right. We'll take you in, and we'll allow you to have your dating pool in front of you. That's okay. But if you're openly gay, the day you turn 18, you're gone. And of course, transgender youth are not covered. In addition, the PSA is still going to be discriminatory against atheist Americans, which is just wonderful. And they are still not being transparent with the horrible policies of the past and present that cover sexual abuse of scouts. They're still not doing that either. So I still consider the Boy Scouts of America to be a morally bankrupt institute, just slightly less morally bankrupt than they were last week. So, step in the right direction. Congratulations. You are now maybe into the 1980s. Maybe. And I think that you need to take that bold step to walk into the 21st century and to start treating American citizens as equal. Gay, transgender, atheists, all of them. And start protecting the boys that are in your charge and making sure that the investigations into allegations of sexual abuse are transparent and all the information is handed over to authorities and not tried to be dealt with on an interior level, which is, of course, unethical and immoral. You don't handle these things on an interior level. You handle accounting problems on an interior level. You handle decisions about maybe how you should redesign uniforms. Those should be dealt with on an interior level. When it comes to the sexual abuse of children, that should be handled by law enforcement. I don't think I should have to tell the Boy Scouts of America this, but apparently I do, because they don't understand it. So I do applaud the step they've made forward here. I do, honestly. I just don't think it's enough. It's a day late and a dollar short, folks. It makes their policies a little less unethical than they were before, but still discriminatory and bigoted and confusing, because you can be a gay scout in the Boy Scouts now until you turn 18, and then you're gone. And as a final comment, the opposing organization in this whole discussion. Oh, and by the way, there are groups that are already saying we're gone. We're already saying that, okay, we're going to leave the Boy Scouts and go do something else. because we cannot stand a policy that allows gay scouts to be open about who they are. So they can't handle reality. So they're going to go and take their kids and go bury their heads in the sand. And I pray to the gods that none of them are gay, because this will just scar them even more. But there are already adults saying we're leaving the Scouts because how dare they be less discriminatory and bigoted than they were last week. But the organization that opposed this whole movement called itself OnYourHonor.org. All right? They opposed equality under the law. They opposed treating fellow citizens with fairness and compassion and sympathy and empathy. And they dared to call themselves On Your Honor. That makes me very, very angry. Because the people that are part of that organization, the people that are pulling themselves out of the BSA, and I say goodbye to them, have no honor. They don't understand the definition of the word. They do not possess the characteristics of honor. They are morally reprehensible. They are scarring the youth in the BSA. And they are telling the gay youth and the gay people of our nation and the world that it is better to be a bigot and to discriminate than be a member of the Boy Scouts of America. This is what's wrong right here, folks. Wrong on so many levels. And I hope someday in the future, when the boys in this organization grow up and have children of their own and grandchildren, they'll look back upon this with horror, with disgust, with loathing, shame, because they should. And every one of the people that are involved in this organization should have their names carved in stone so we can point at them and say, those right there, those are the people that decided to spit upon the word honor.